Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Subject of my vlog today is what I wish I'd known before moving to the Philippines. But before I get started, let me welcome my new viewers and new subscribers. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, and your support of my channel. It's truly been amazing, and I'll never take that for granted. It's Saturday evening here in beautiful St. Carlos City, Negros Occidental. I'm right in front of my house. You can't see it, but they're digging the holes for our security wall, and that's great news. The sooner they can get that done, the better, the more peace of mind I'll have. Also, I started back working out today. I'd been out for about a month. For anybody who didn't know, I'd injured my knee. I overexerted it. I didn't twist it or anything. Playing too much tennis. Actually, I said 28 straight games, but it was really more than that because we played 7-7, so we had to play a 10-game tiebreak. I think we won 6-4. Then I went over on the other court and played. They beat us 8-6. So it was more really like 30 straight games. Of tennis, and it wore me out. But I'm back, and I'm glad. You know, I always tell people all the time, when I first came to the Philippines in April 2009, I just got on a plane and came over here. And that's a fact. That's the true fact. I went into one, I forgot what they used to call them online back in 2009, chat room, and, was shooting some questions back and forth, but nothing real serious. And I came over here, and that's one thing I regret. And I wouldn't want anybody else to do that. That's why I'm making this video. Now, with any of the things I'm going to talk about today discourage me from leaving or maybe never coming over here? Probably not, because now that I've thought about them, had time to think about them and let it soak in, I've already fallen in love with the country, with the people. So it's too late. But I have to make these type of videos because nobody else will, guys. I'm sorry. I just hate to say it. And it's very, very important. But what I wish I'd known before moving to the Philippines is there's an insurgency going on here. I wish I'd have known about that. Knowing me, it probably would have stopped me from coming. I know it's a contradiction, but yeah, I'm a chicken. I'm a scaredy cat. I've got anxiety, but not anymore since I've been here. And just the thought of that going on over here would have probably prevented me from coming. But yeah, there's an insurgency going on here. And you hear about the clashes in the news. Maybe a few of the bad guys get shot. Maybe a few of the military get shot or police. It reared its ugly head in Marawi a few years ago, a few years before that in Zamboanga. I actually walked right into it because I didn't know anything about it. My ex-wife, she's from Zamboanga City. And we went there. It was no big deal. It was a beautiful city right there on the ocean. It has, what I want to call it, a boulevard, a beautiful place. I've got a video with it. But anyway, I was there for about a week, and I was going to take everybody on a trip to Santa Cruz Island. That's the pink sand island. It's maybe like 8 minutes off the shore of Zamboanga. But they was like, stop. They start giving me all these requirements. You got to have a police escort and blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. And I was like, why? And she gave me the rundown of this insurgency. It scared me to death, man. I was like, what in the world? And I was right there in it. Now, even though I've never had any problems in Zamboanga in all the years I've been there, I would have liked to know before I came over here that sort of thing is going on, man. I don't worry about it now because, it's quieted down a whole lot. But like I said, you still hear these clashes in the news every now and then. Something else I wish I'd known before moving to the Philippines was about the healthcare cost and the insurance. As an insurance agent, that's something I really should have done. And I should have did my research thoroughly because really it's really simple over here. This is a cash society, but there are certain policies that you can have over here that will cover you in the event that you get sick or illness or accident. But I didn't know anything about it, and a friend of mine, he just flew to the States, but his flight was delayed because he was dealing with a friend here in Manila, had a heart attack, was in the hospital, and he messaged me, he said, Calvin, I didn't realize so many people over here didn't have insurance. But I was one of them. For a long time, I was flying blind without insurance, and I knew better. But I was here a few months, gone a few months, here a few months. I wish I'd have known and did my research more about how the healthcare system operates over here, because it makes a big deal, guys, and it's really affordable policies. I'm not selling insurance. I'm retired. But look into that before you come over here for any period of time, because it can really get you in some trouble. And it's really, really affordable. It's really, really something simple that you can handle. And I would do that before I got here. Something else I wish I'd known before I moved here was how lonely it was going to be in the beginning. See, had I known that, I would have hurried up and got my support group over here. Friends, other expats, join different groups, like the tennis club that I belong to now. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know, because when you get over here, there's a honeymoon period. Your pants are going to be on fire, man. Your hair is going to be on fire. The colors are going to jump out at you. The sights, the sounds, it's like you're going to be in Wonderland. But then everything quiets down. Because remember, you've left all your friends, all your family, all your contact at home. And man, it gets quiet, man. It gets lonely. And I wish I'd have known that. Because now I've got a support group. I've got a lot of people that are on my YouTube channel. I've got John. I've got several expats that we play tennis with 3 times a week. But yeah, had I known how lonely it was going to be over here in the beginning, man, I'd have done something immediately. Before I even got over here, I'd have started establishing support groups. See, we spend a lot of time chatting with these women online, but really, what you should be doing is chatting with an expat that's already over here. That's just my suggestion I'm going to give you. Start chatting with guys who live here already. Pick their brains. That's who you really should be chatting with. Okay? But I wish I'd have known that. I wish I'd have known more about the laws before I got here. See, I always fly by this rule. If it's a law, if it's a crime in my country, it's probably a crime here or wherever I am. But over here, they do have some tricky laws, and one that can get us into a lot of trouble, and it's specifically wrote for foreigners. It's to be in the presence of minors when their parents aren't around. You can't be in the presence of minors, taking them on a bus trip, taking them to the beach, to the grocery store like that, unless they're kin to you, or unless their mother's with them. And this is a tricky law, because that doesn't happen in America. But over here, man, gets you in trouble in a minute. And it's a lot of crazy laws over here. I just wish I'd have took the time and known more about the laws before I got here. Something else I wish I'd have known more about and taken time to research was the culture, man. We come over here, we get off the plane, and we pretend like we really know the rules of this place. We really know the people, the traditions, man. Not realizing we insult people and don't even realize it. We step on traditions without even realizing it. This is a whole different world over here. And I never even gave it a second thought. I just saw human beings over here. I was just going by what I saw online. Got on the plane and came over here. Knew nothing about the culture at all. And it's caused me some problems, specifically in my relationships. And generally in my relationships, specifically with my children, man. See, I didn't know that over here, when you break up with a woman, man, they cut off contact all completely. There's no making up, and they try to separate you forever from the children, from their family, from them totally, man. That's something that I'm not used to where I come from. I haven't seen my son in over a year, man, and it really bothers me. And I'm not welcome to see him. And I haven't really done anything. No matter what her side of the story, there's always three sides of the story. Her side, your side, and then the story everybody makes up. But no matter what the scenario is, all that we've been together, all that I've done for you and your family should never get in the way of me seeing my son. But see, that's the culture over here. And I don't know, I knew very little about it. I came over here, I was like a bull in a china shop. And most of us do. We just come over here, we only have one focus. And if I'd have known better, man, I'm gonna tell you, I'd have taken more time and researched this place. Especially if you talk about being an expat over here. See, you can do anything for 2 weeks and get away with anything in 2 weeks over here. But when you're talking about really wanting to stay over here, I'd do that exploration trip. I wouldn't come over here any less than 1 month, okay? And I'd give myself at least 6 months to see if this is a right fit for me, to try to get to know as much as I can about the people, because we think we know more about the Philippines than we do, but we don't. Man, YouTube only scratches the surface of this place. I'm boots on the ground here, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Nobody else is going to talk about this stuff. They're going to talk about travel updates. They're going to talk about dating. They're going to talk about all that bullshit that doesn't even apply to you really when you get over here. That stuff you can easily take care of online. See? So thank you for stopping by today. This is very, very important, guys. Some of the things that I've just ran by you today. I know these type videos, man, they never get any views. They should. They should get more views than the Fantastic 4 Inches and all that other stuff. But hey, I know 95% of my viewers are men. 100% of you are either already involved with a woman or you're coming over here to see a woman or a partner or something, some type of relationship. So you want to hear about that stuff. I get it. But guess what? Even though we're in the Philippines and we're not of the Philippines, we're around the locals enough that we need to get to know these people. We need to know this. We need to get to know this country, guys. We can't just come over here and still, this, what they call it, some vicarious pleasure is what a lot of us do. We're on the outside looking in. So thank you so much for stopping by today. If you're in America, it's early, you're about to get up and go to work, go to the gym, get a cup of coffee, or maybe a newspaper. If you see somebody on the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. It's getting cold over there where I'm from. Many times, I've taken the coat off my back and given it to somebody in the street. I don't want any applause for this. I'm just telling you because somebody did it for me. But that's the kind of stuff that inspires me, keeps me going. Here in the Philippines, I guess it's about 5 p.m. We still got about another hour to intentionally go out and find somebody to help. There's no excuse over here. Philippines is opening up, yeah. Things is getting back to normal, yeah. I went to the mall today. I didn't even need my shield. They say you don't need the shield anymore. But hey, look, I'm going to tell you something. People were struggling over here before the pandemic. There's not a day goes by that I don't help somebody over here. I say that in all my videos, man. It's very, very important that when we come over here, that we try to give back some kind of way. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.